Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Dina and today I'm here with another edition of Sort My Stash 2024 and this is part 11. I know, right? Wow, this is part 11. I've had 10 sections of 10 parts already and there are still more parts to come. I've not even gone through all my yarn yet. I do have a playlist for the Sort My Stash, so you can find that both on the main side if you're curious to see my whole stash. And yeah, let's go through this part 11 is actually quite related to part 10 because part 11 consists of what I call hobby twister solids, hobby friends wheel, also the solid colors, and not hobbies but YarnArt flowers unicolor. The unicolors are basically smaller skeins compared to the twisters solid and the friends wheel solids, but they all to some extent sort of match into the colorways that you find in the hobby twister yarns, in the hobby friends wheels, as well as the YarnArt flowers. And all of these yarns, honestly, I am 99.9% sure that they are made on the same factory. It's just different labels that's put on them and different colorways. But yeah, let's go through them. And actually I have a few more fun stories to tell when we're going through these yarns. As well as I will share some yarn specs, not a lot, because obviously most of these yarns are the same brand and the same type, so there's not a real reason to go through them all in depth because it seems a bit repetitive if I have to take it for each color at least. I do not have the note on all the colors and the names of the colors straight in my head, but I will provide you the color numbers. But what I first want to do is I'm actually going to want to flip this video around because I've stacked all up here on the table, and then I'm going to give you an overview of that stack on the table, and then we will basically take them one by one and sort them back into the boxes. I have two boxes basically about this size where I have them in. I could probably have a bigger box and then put them all in one, but right now that's the two boxes I have. And that's where they spent majority of their time. And I am definitely having some projects in mind for some of these yarns. So I will be trying to share those as well. So yeah, let's just get a quick dive into what do I actually have here on the table. We see some YarnArt unicolors and some friends wheels. And there are some twister solids in between as well. So, wow, it's a nice stash of yarn here that I have. And that's basically how my table is looking like right now. A nice stash of yarn. And before we go through sorting all these yarns, of course, I can't talk yarn without my faithful mug of tea. And today my faithful mug of tea is just a classic Earl Grey with a bit of bergamot oil. Which is all obviously in the tea blend on its own, and it's just, you know, it's an Earl Grey is a good comfy tea that goes well in most situations. At least that's kind of my opinion. So I'm not really, and in one way I'm not really sure where to start, and at the same time I am. So quite some time ago I bought some green friends wheel from hobby because I wanted probably to, I think I had the idea of either making a sweater or a vest or something big in green, and that's these awesome, absolutely awesome green colors. And it is, as mentioned, the friends wheel. It's a colorway 105 and they're made in Turkey, Okotex branded 100. So that's this classic hobby insurance. They're designed by hobby. They're basically made in Turkey with love. And yarn specs for these are, it's 100 gram skeins. So that's 3.5 ounces cakes, small cakes. They're 100% solid in colors. There are 400 meters of yarn. So that's 437 yards. They recommend knitting needles 4 to 4.5 millimeters. You can also go down 3.5. Everything depends kind of on the tension you crochet with and and how lazy or dense you want your fabric to be, the end product of it, right? It is 55% cotton and 45% acrylic, classified as a 2-weight fine, can be washed at 40 degrees Celsius, so that's 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Lay flat to dry, can be ironed low, can be dry cleaned. Do not bleach and do not tumble dry these. And back when I made this stash, I actually bought 5 cakes because I had, as I said, I think I had a cardigan or a sweater in mind. I don't remember the exact pattern, but I just bought them because I know there should be just enough when I bought them like that. And I really love this color. So that was the main reason that I got them. So yeah, there's 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the fun story comes. Then not so long ago, actually here in March, I bought a little package of Friends wheels that was put on sale on Facebook Marketplace. It was a great offer. Normally the Hobby Friends wheels sells for somewhere between 11 and 12 euros, I believe, on the Hobby website, unless you get them on sale. And I got these on the Facebook Marketplace. I will link to that video, let's see, just up here, and also somewhere in the description of this video. But I got this amazing deal from the Facebook Marketplace, and I got them for like a bit less than 5.5 euros per cake. So it was basically a deal I couldn't pass because it was just a really, really good deal. Normally when these are for sale on Hobby's side, they sell usually for 6 euros or even more, but 6 euros is like normally a good deal at Hobby. So I was like, okay, I can get them cheaper, so why not get them? And they were all full, not broken, etc. So I got these skeins, and guess what? There were 2 more blue cakes, not blue, green cakes here. And, you know, I was like, you know, what's the likelihood that I will, yeah, you know, I was like, cool, yeah, sure, just add them to the stash, you know. I can always make some solid color shawls of these, etc. Like, there are plenty of options because I have so much of this yarn that I can easily mix and match, that was, to make the exact shawls that I really want to make with the colorways I want to make them, etc. And then, you know, these 2, they are also colorway 105. So they are the exact same colorways. So this, I have a stash of 5 right here. So I have 2 here, right? I have 5 here. And the interesting part is, now when I look at the dye lots, they're the exact same dye lots. Like, how lucky can I be? So I basically got 2 bonus cakes for an even better price. Hello, with the same dye lots. So that was a kind of funny story that I wanted to share with you guys because I thought it was really, really funny and quite coincidental. So yeah, I got some Friends wheel, obviously, in this dye lot. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to see if I can sort of already stash them into these boxes, because else I will have to do that once I'm done. Usually I do it the other way around, that I usually just stack them on the table as we go through them. Now I think I'm going to do it a bit opposite, or maybe it's, nah, I think it's easier to do it once I'm done recording, so I'm just gonna stack them back. But I think it's really funny. And see, the thing is, I first noticed this today, like 2 minutes before starting recording this video, that now I have 7 instead of 5. All of the same dye lot. I'm not really sure what to use them all for, except probably they might end up in shawls or the likes. And I don't remember all of them that I got with everything, but I do think, no, they are different colors here. So I'm just trying to get a track of them. So let's see. The Friends wheel, which I just went through here, which is Hobby's own Friends wheel brand. We also have the twisters from Hobby, and those twisters are different colors and different numbers as well, and definitely also different dye lots. But let's go through, like, now we are in the green mode right now, right? So let's go through green. I have here Hobby Twister Solid. And these Twister Solids, they have exact same yarn specs as the Friends wheel. So we are talking like a 55% cotton blend with a 45% acrylic. So it gives it a really nice, it's a really nice combination of fibers, because you have both natural fibers and some synthetical that helps to add some strength, but also to some softness to it. So it is a nice soft yarn, and it can make the most gorgeous shawls and the most amazing garments. Basically, it's a very wonderful garment yarn. Both knitting and crocheting, from what I understand. I only crochet with it, but still. So this is the French wheel, and this is the twister. So just to make sure that they don't really have the same colors, as you can see, this is the colorway Twister Solid, colorway 146 for those that's interested. As I said, the yarn specs are the exact same. These are also classified as a 2-weight yarn, and I have 2 of these. And I do believe that I bought these with the intention of making a shawl, combined with some other greens that I have laying around here. But I also got more greens when I bought that bag of delicious, yummy cakes, cakes of solids. But that's okay, you know, like now it just gives me the opportunity to mix and match even more, which I'm personally really happy about. So that was two Twister Solids. I have one single here, and there's only that one. It says also colorway 145. That doesn't really add up. If this one is, oh, that's 146 and that's 145. So you can see they go really well together. But what I also think is this could go really well together with the Friends, right? With the Friends wheel, which is what I know certainly have a lot of. Like, you can combine them in all shapes and ways and forms, and that's what lovely, that they don't have the same color variations. But this twister is the colorway 145, so I have just one of these, but still it's a 400 meters, so that's 400 meters of opportunity to make an absolutely gorgeous shawl from, in a shawl where you like color control basically when to change the colors for each row. I also have colorway 144, which is more like an very light green, almost like a minty light green, I would say. So that's 144, also Twister Solid. Then I have 2 more in green, which are the Friends wheel, but they are more like artichoke colored. So they are more like olive green maybe. This is a colorway 110, and we are having here Friends wheel. So Friends wheel, again, same yarn specs as all the rest, but so there are definitely some green options here when it comes to creating a green projects, for sure. Then what I also have is I have 2 different teal colored. One of them I already used because I originally had 4, I think, maybe 5. I don't remember now if it's 4 or 5. I already had 4 or 5 of these cakes, and I have one left because I used the remaining to make a vest. I created a vest last spring, and I've worn it a couple of times, and it would have been suitable if I worn it today, but I'm sorry I don't. But I will definitely take it on and wear it in a future video. It is a free pattern that you can find on Hobby's website. I do also believe if you go to the Twister Solids and you just click on patterns, it will probably prompt up as a pattern option. I will actually, let me, you know, I'll link to that pattern also here in the description box down below for those that's interested in knowing. And that vest is made in this gorgeous solid, which is a teal color. I do even believe they also call it teal. It's a colorway 107. And as I said, I think, I'm not sure if I bought 4 or 5 of them back then. So I spent 3 or 4 of those cakes on the vest. And it was a very gorgeous vest, also in like a leafy pattern. But yeah, I will, as I said, link to that vest here in the description box down below. So what is that the Friends wheel, so this is a Hobby Twister Solid. Friends wheel also have a teal color, like a dark teal color. And here we can clearly see that the colorways are not the same of these 2 yarns because they are definitely different. So this is the Friends wheel teal version, which is a colorway 89, and this is 107. And I do believe they're both named teal or something like that, but you can see there's a clear difference on them. Right now, this feels a bit more tight bound up, but I think that's just more a coincidence. What's more interesting is the fact that you can see that there is an obvious color difference on these 2. Gives you great opportunities to, if you want to try to combine some yarns to create like a gradient pattern or ombre pattern, you could definitely easily intercombine these two yarns. I think both of them are gorgeous on each their own. So that is the teal colors I have. Then I have some blues. And I actually do have a bunch of blues. And I'm just trying to see if we should finish up talking about all these wheels first. It makes most sense. The Twister solid I have here is a blue, and that is the colorway 149. The colorway 149 in a Twister solid. Twister solids 149. And here I also have some lighter blues, but they are French wheel. I have two of them. That was two that I got in this insanely good deal, bargain deal. They're colorway 77, and I have two of them. And then I have some very nice bright blues, also from French wheel. They are 92, colorway 92. And I think these are very, very gorgeous blues. Like, wow, kill me. They are really gorgeous blues. There is definitely a project for these upcoming. I'm just still trying to find out patterns and what do I exactly want to make from them and etc. Which is pretty typical me. You know, like I have many ideas here, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are all mapped out. Then I have a Twister solid more here in the colorway 131, and that's purple. And it's such a nice and gorgeous purple. And actually this purple also goes through in some of the Hobby Twister cakes that I have. So I can extend the Hobby Twister cakes with this purple, should I really want to. And that's one of the reasons that I got it, because when I bought it, I think I missed just a few rows to get the free shipping. These were for sale, and I was like, well, that's a great idea. Put it in your basket, then you have it for when you're making a project and you're missing just a few meters of that purple, which is actually either a starting color or finishing color of those cakes that I have. So it's perfect, basically, unless I want to combine the two different cakes, of course, to make an even more interesting gradient option. So that's the main reason I got this purple, the 131. It's a gorgeous purple, but it could also easily be used and combined with some of the other colors I have here, and you will soon know why, because the next we're talking about is also a Twister solid. And it's a lavender, a very nice sort of dusty lavender. I don't remember what exactly the name is on the website. It's number 130. So like, you know, those two would work really nicely together as well. Even maybe combined with a blue or white, even if you want to like contrast it up, or gray or something else. Of these, I have 5. And I remember I bought these 5 with the purpose actually of making some sort of a sweater. I wanted to crochet myself a sweater. And based on the pattern, with these 5, I should have enough to do so. And I bought them quite a while ago. So I just haven't gotten started on it yet, basically. So it's one of these please be patient projects. Eventually I'll get around doing it. Then I have just a single cake. And these are some of all the cakes that I got in the crazy good deal when I got the Facebook haul. As I mentioned to you about earlier, is the French wheel, and it's colorway 9, and it's this lovely nougat sandy color. And I have more colors of these coming because there is a lot of natural colors as well in that batch. There were blues, there were greens, and then there were all these sort of sandy colors. So there is just the single of these, but it is a full cake still, so that's nice. Then I have a colorway 6, and I have 2 of these. So they are like a more grayish sand, but still absolutely gorgeous as how they are here. And they could easily be combined maybe with the greens or with the more dusty blues. Like if I take this, like, that would work really nice together as well. So there are definitely plenty of options here to combine some colors to make some crazy good looking shawls. And I'm just sitting here, cannot wait. I have ideas in my mind. I really have some designing ideas. I just need to find some more time to do it. That's the short version, I guess. Colorway 4, I have 2 here as well. This one seems a little bit open, and it might have been opened up just minorly and then put back around. But yeah, colorway 4 we have here. Also still the Hobby Friends wheel. You can find a color names, numbers for them. And you know what I am gonna do is, I think I'm just gonna link to the description box of the different yarns. Again, here in description box down below, so you can see, basically see what options that there are available. So for the hobby yarns, I will link to the 2 sub pages on the hobby website. And for the yarn colors Uniflower, I will link to the YarnArt's website. They do not sell yarn from YarnArt's website. That is pure informational, and you know, you will need to find a reseller of that somewhere. Then the last I have of the bigger skeins, and that would be the Friends wheels, is these 2, and I would call them, I think it's more like a natural white. They're colorway 2. I would not call them super bright white, but they are white, if that makes sense. So they're a bit more like, yeah, natural white. They're not bleached white. So yeah, 2 white. And then we're gonna dive into all the YarnArt unicolors here, which I also have some of. And I actually even brought a bigger YarnArt flowers cake. So you can see what I mean with them actually being the extensions, so to say, of these colored variegated cakes. So yeah, let's get started on unicolors. And here I have some different colors as well. I have a 3 in colorway 150, and they come in smaller cakes. This is again a lighter white, and the unicolors, let's see, I'm just gonna sort the label so I can easily read it. So let's see, I give you one to study a bit. And then I can tell you this is the colorway 730, dye lot 150, but just let's say colorway 730. Again, 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. They are 50-gram cakes, so they are half the size of the rolled up cakes you get at Hobby. 200 meters, so 218 yards, and 50 grams is 1.75 ounces. So yeah, they are basically 100% half size and everything. Half the weight, half the yardage. Price-wise, they are also cheaper than Hobbies. But of course, if you only get half the size, you should get something cheaper. But YarnArt generally are somewhat cheaper than Hobby at the resellers we do find the YarnArts from. That said, when Hobbies do put theirs on sale, sometimes you can get a similar deal, but most of the time YarnArts are often a bit cheaper, but they don't come in the same colors. So it all depends on the colors you need, etc. But you can easily combine these. Rest of the specs are the same. The only difference is that YarnArt classifies theirs as a 1 weight. And they say, you know, they say further than that, all the same specs. You need 500 grams for a sweater. You need 250 grams for a shawl. They recommend 3mm crochet hook, opposed to the others recommend a bit bigger crochet hook. Same temperatures, lay flat to dry, can be ironed, can be dry cleaned, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, etc. So that's all the same. If you compare these two, I would say that they are probably even the same yarn. They are so close that maybe if you knit it up, you can see a difference, but I'm not really sure if I'm just holding them here. And this is based on the light that I have here right now. And it might fall a little bit different for you guys to be able to compare it decently. But I think I would say that they're actually more or less the same, which is a bit funny, of course. So I have 3 of these. And then I have 2 blue, 2 light blue, and that's a colorway 168. So I have 2 of these. And trust me, I bought all these blues with a specific shawl in mind, which I found, which required different colors. And that's what I bought them for. But when I got them in, I wasn't 100% sure if that was the right combination. But now I see, when I look at what I have from the others, I might actually use a different than the Flower Shuni for this shawl when I start on it, because I think there's other blues that could combine even better than what I have, but you will see that very soon. So I have 2 of these. So that's a colorway what did I say? 755. 755 are these two very lovely baby blues. It's a gorgeous blue. Then I have two more, which is the colorway 754. And they are these absolutely quite gorgeous blues, but they are more like teal. They're a little bit a green shade over these blues. So quite, yeah, towards the teal, more like towards the teal colors compared to the other blues I have. But I still think these are gorgeous, but just not in the combination, not 100% in the combination that I originally had thought. But I'll show you in a few. I have YarnArt, more YarnArt flowers, unicolor, in this gorgeous, gorgeous dark blue. It's a hundredweight, 752. And as I said, I had 3 of them, of these gorgeous darker blue. And the thought was, if I do remember right, to use like these together somehow, but somehow this just doesn't shade wise give the right color vibe for me right now when I'm just looking at it like this. But then I'm thinking this one will, like these could go well together, but check this out, that's a much nicer shade actually. Or we go towards the more dusty version. But then I think this is too contrasty. Though these two could work well together. They also work okay together, but I think, nah, maybe that's too dusty. But this could be a really nice match. But also, this match is also pretty gorgeous. So, you know, it just shows that there are really matching opportunities within the yarns, and also because spec-wise, they do match up. They really do. So that's awesome, right? Then I have a nice bag of red. I have a full bag of them here, which is 5 plus this one, so I have 6 in total. I got this with the yarn haul back in, I think, January maybe. Colorway 738 from the YarnArt Uniflowers. It's a lovely solid red. It's a gorgeous red. I have nothing the like of the rest I have here, and I actually wanted to make a shawl of this, like a full red shawl, and then I had some other ideas after getting all the yarns, of course, but that's just typical me. But I have 6 of them, and the idea is still subconsciously to make a shawl. Then I have 3 gray, and these gray I got because they are what I think is the same colorway used in one of the flowers, like the variegated flowers, so the bigger flowers cake. I'm just gonna take one out for you here. It is the colorway 744, which is this lovely medium gray. And again, yarn specs are the same. And here we have my flowers cake. And here, well, it's not the same. I thought it would have been the same, but I see here now it's not, because this is lighter. Wow, I'm sort of disappointed now. But then, that's not too bad. It's just gray, still gray. You can mix gray with a lot, right? But then also I have a single cake, or not a single cake, a single skein of the colorway 733, which is this gorgeous sort of baby pink. But what is that the very, very center of this is this. You can't see it due to the real shadowing here, and it's very centered. But if I promise you these two are the same, I hope you believe me, because they are the same, the center. But I thought actually that this outside was, I do believe that Hobby Twister might have one. Wow, I actually thought they were really the same. Huh, I learned something today. That's nice. That's a winner for me. But the thing is, the lavender here, I think that could maybe even come really close as well. So, like, if you really wanted to color combine things here, there's plenty of opportunities. This we talked about last yarn talk video, and I can only say so much that what's in here. I'm just pulling a little bit because there's a center pull here. This is a center pull and that is a light one. So that's the best way I can do to show you guys. This is the same color. So that's kind of the concept of the unis basically. Or if you just want to make them a color that's not transitioning in colors. This is my stash of uni colors and my reels and my twister solids. And I'm going to make a lot of garments from this basically. I think most of it will be shawls, but I do have a few other projects in mind. I am definitely looking forward to share that progress with you as well. And I hope you really enjoyed some information on the 3 options of yarns here, which basically they are all the same makeup. When you feel them, you know, this feels as nice as these, or for that matter, let's see if I can actually find one. This, like, this yarn feels similar. They are, I'm 99.9% sure it's the same yarn, just either wound up differently, different colors, different labels, same factory. Yeah. Plenty of opportunities to come here for us. Definitely plenty of new projects for me to make. I hope you enjoyed it this time around. And if you do enjoy yarn and sorting yarn stashes, or just yarn talks and crochet in general, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It is just here down below. I will go ahead and wish you a great day and happy crafting, and remind you that next week we are back with Sort My Stash 2024 part 12, where I will show you a bunch of lovely variegated cakes from Hobbies, Cotton Kings, Sultan. We have some azaleas, some really nice cakes there. 100% cotton, some are they also a cotton acrylic mix, but yes, lovely cakes. So tune in for me and next week Monday, and if you have subbed, don't forget to maybe watch some of my other videos. I will have a few options linked up here for you to see. Take care and happy crafting. Bye.